Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to our announcement for the winner of the third poll, which will be taking over for Tiger and Bunny for the time being while it is on break. And once again, reminder after we go on a break from this show or drop it or whatever, we'll go right back to Tiger and Bunny. As long as it's not too quick, but it shouldn't be. That being said, let's just reveal the winner of the poll because it's pretty obvious. It was super fucking one sided. So, yeah, as you can see here, Kill la Kill completely swept this poll. I think it doesn't tell you how many votes each one gets, but I think Hellbound only got one vote. And that came in last. The other 15 or so votes were all for Kill la Kill. This one completely swept it. And I'm not surprised because I know how popular this series is, but I was hoping that there would be at least some other votes. I guess we got, again, one Hellbound, but yeah, so Kill la Kill will be our next donation reward show. Or not donation reward, poll reaction show. And that will be starting on Sunday the 19th. Because that will be the first Sunday after we finish episode 6 of Tiger and Bunny, which is what I basically had recorded up to when I decided to put it on hold. So yeah, that is how this is going to go down. Let's talk about Kill la Kill here. I'll probably talk about it more in the first episode of that, but let's talk about it a little bit here. So, as I've mentioned before, I dropped Kill la Kill back years ago when I tried to watch. I gave it like 6 episodes, I want to say, somewhere right around there, and I couldn't get into it. Now, mind you, this was before I had come out. This was before a lot of things had changed in my life. I was a very different person. I at the time was very turned off by like everything in this series. It was like just not for me. But a lot has changed since then, so I'm willing to give it another shot. But as I said in the announcement video for this, I also have this lingering issue with this series, with the way it sexualizes underage characters. Now, as I said in that video, obviously a lot of anime do this. This is a problem with a lot of anime in just, I guess, Japan, where it's like consent laws and everything are much different there. Culture is a lot different there in regards to this kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's like, as an American, as someone who's grown up with a certain culture, with a certain viewpoint on this kind of stuff, it kind of grosses me out. It just, it's weird, okay? To sexualize children. And I know that this series is trying to like give some kind of message about shame and just not being afraid to be yourself or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was. It's been a long time since I heard about it. Because I think it like really gives that message near the end of the series or later on, further than where I got. But again, I just still feel like there's better ways that you could get that across. But there's also the argument that this is, well, it's animation, it's a cartoon, it's a bunch of drawings. And it's not real, and it's not meant to necessarily be taken as real. You have these characters fighting with giant scissor blades, using superpowers. There's alien shit. It's like, it's not meant to be taken in a realistic fashion. But at the, excuse me. I woke up not that long ago, my throat's still trying to get going. But it's still just weird to me, and it is because of the way I was raised, because of uh, how I've come to view that kind of stuff because of my culture and everything. Again, different cultures have different views on this kind of stuff, and they have throughout history. There was a long period of time in history where kids, teenagers, and all would have children pretty regularly. In fact, it was almost expected that once they reached that age, basically, once they reached the age where they could, they would be getting married and having children back then. That was normal. And again, it changes with the times and cultures, and different cultures are going to view it differently. And I view it differently because of this. But it just still feels weird to me for a lot of reasons, even outside of just the cultural stuff of the day and all. It's just, from just the perspective in like morals and ethics, it just feels off to do something like that. Maybe that's just me. But we'll give this a shot still. I understand the series is not supposed to be taken seriously in that regard. It's a very goofy series. I know that it has a lot of high quality animation, sakuga and whatnot. I know that it has some fucking banging music. Like, I know some of the music in this is actually straight up phenomenal. Blumenkranz, I believe it's called, is the villain theme. And that's really great, but then there's also the Don't Go My Way, or whatever it's called. That song is great. I think that's kind of like the, like, big, how would you put it? The hype song. You know how, like, Bleach's hype song is Ichigo's theme? How every time there's, like, this big hype moment with Ichigo, that they'll bring that in. I think it's the same thing with that song in Kill la Kill. I know what a lot of the characters look like, even for past where I'm at, and there are certain plot points I know about. Just because it's been so long, and I never really planned to check this series out again. There are things I know about. Now, I don't know everything. But there are some select things that I do know. And from what I remember, Mako is the best character. And I ship her with Ryuko. Which I think is semi-canon. But we'll see. Obviously, don't tell me any spoilers. We'll just watch it as we go. And last note, I will be watching this in the dub. There's not really any specific strong reason. I just want to. I'm just choosing to watch this one in the dub. If you prefer the sub for this series, that's fine. But this is what I'm choosing to do. Unless the dub ends up being really bad, then maybe I'll switch over to the sub. I feel really rare that ever happens, though. Where I feel like the dub is really bad. Like unwatchably bad, basically. But we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. And hopefully I end up really enjoying this series now that things have turned around for me. But again, there will still always be that one issue that just I won't be able to get over. It's still going to bother me. I'm going to try to just ignore it as best I can. But anyway, so yeah, that is the poll result for now. Like I said, once we either finish this series or put it on a break or even possibly drop it, whatever happens, we will probably go right back to Tiger and Bunny unless it just happens too quickly, in which case we'll probably just go to either do another poll or go to something else. I don't know. I just don't want it to end. I just don't want it to be too quickly. In fact, I think I'm going to try to not let it be too quickly. I'm going to try to just keep giving it a chance. Because, you know, it is a series that I dropped in the past. And to give a fair shake to this time. I'm not going to drop it after, like, one episode. So, yeah, I think that's the best idea here. So, thank you all so much for voting, and for now, we're gonna see how it goes. So, I'm Connie, I'm signing off. See y'all next time.